Hi, welcome to Gene Rants. I'm Gene, and today, as indicated by the title to today's vlog, I am going to be turning the floor over to Elon Musk, who is always interesting. I can't put a video from Elon Musk up every day, but sometimes you hear something from him that you just have to share it, and that's what I'm doing today. So he's talking about the government shutdown, and one of the motives, well, we all know, I mean, it's right out there. There's no dispute that the main reason, or one of the reasons, a primary reason why the Democrats have shut down the government, the Schumer shutdown, is to get free health care for illegal aliens. Now, one might wonder why the Democrats are trying to do that. And, well, let me just give you the headline. This article, just a couple of short quotes about Elon Musk. He nails it. He just nails it. And then a video, like 3.5 minutes, of Elon Musk explaining in more detail. This is on the Joe Rogan show. So here we go. Elon Musk stuns Joe Rogan with shocking truth, exposes Dems' dirty secret behind government shutdown. If they stop paying illegals, they'll lose their voters. Tech billionaire Elon Musk just dropped a political bombshell during his latest 3-hour interview with Joe Rogan, revealing what he calls the Democrats' dirty secret behind the ongoing government shutdown. During the interview on the Joe Rogan Experience, Musk revealed how blue states like California and New York are propped up by billions in fraudulent federal handouts disguised as Medicaid for illegals, and how cutting off this cash spigot would trigger a mass exodus of these imported voters, crippling the left's electoral machine. And now, without further ado, as they say, here is Elon Musk.
That's what was happening. They were also giving out like debit cards with $10,000. So it's not just about medical care. Yeah. The Democrats mention the medical care because they're trying to prey on people's empathy as much as possible, and then they imagine, oh wow, somebody has a desperately needed medical procedure, and shouldn't we maybe take care of them in that regard? But what they do is they divert the Medicaid funds and turn it into a slush fund for the states that goes well beyond emergency medical care. And New York and California would be bankrupt without the massive fraudulent federal payments that go to those states to pay for illegals, to create a massive financial incentive for illegals.
How would they be bankrupt because of that?
They wouldn't be able to balance their state budgets, and they can't issue currency like the Federal Reserve can.
And so their ability to balance budget is dependent upon illegals getting funding?
The scam level here is so staggering. So there are hundreds of billions of dollars of transfer payments from the federal government to the states. Those transfer payments, the states self-report what those transfer payment numbers should be. So California and New York and Illinois lie like crazy and say that these are all legitimate payments. Well, these days I think they're even admitting that they literally want hundreds of billions of dollars for illegals. But for a while they're trying to deny it. So you get these transfer payments for every government program you can possibly think of, and these are self-reported by the state, and at least historically there was no enforcement of California, New York, Illinois, and other states when they would lie. There was no actual enforcement to say like, hey, you're lying. These payments are fraudulent. Now under the Trump administration, the Trump administration does not want to send hundreds of billions of dollars of fraudulent payments to the states. And the reason you have the standoff is because if the hundreds of billions of dollars to create a financial incentive to have this giant magnet to attract illegals from every part of Earth to these states, if that is turned off, the illegals will leave because they're no longer being paid to come to the United States and stay here.
Wow.
And then they will lose a lot of voters. The Democratic Party will lose a lot of voters.
And they would have a very difficult job if this is kicked out of reintroducing it into a new bill.
Yes.
Especially once things start normalizing.
Yes. So, like, in a nutshell, the Democratic Party wants to destroy democracy by importing voters. And the Republican Party disagrees with that.
And the ruse is that if you don't accept what they're doing, then you're a threat to democracy.
Yes.
As they try to destroy democracy.
Yes.
By importing voters.
That is
and
literally what they're doing.
People to only vote for them. And overwhelming the system.
Yes. And by the way, it's a strategy that, if allowed to work, would work. And in fact, has worked. California is supermajority Democrat.
Yeah.
And there's so much gerrymandering that occurs. It's crazy.
That's it for today. Nothing for me to add, except that if you have your own comments, they are welcome in the comments section below the video. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Subscribe. Most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.